We're back. We are live. We are ready to do this thing. Welcome to This Week in Beer Money. It's a show where we talk about the hottest posts from the Beer Money subreddit, and we're going to answer your questions. And of course, we're going to talk about what's hot and what's not in the Beer Money world. My name is KJ, otherwise known as Fishering on Reddit, and I am joined with the legendary Mighty Ox. Ox, are you there? Can everyone hear Ox?
Hello, guys. I'm not legendary, but thank you.
Today, we are going to talk about everything that has gone on in the last week. And just so you know, we're back, of course, yes. Next week, we have Michael Shang from Earn Honey. He is the co-founder of Earn Honey. He's going to be joining us live next week. So next Friday, ask all your questions on the subreddit. I can't wait for that. That's going to be a great episode. I already mentioned this. You guys can all earn these things that we have. They're called beer caps in the chat. Every 10 minutes every 10 minutes you're watching the stream, you'll get one beer cap. And then later in the season, we have a lot of surprises for you guys. I cannot wait for those. And you guys are going to get to use your beer caps for those. So, I think that's pretty much it. Other than, thank you so much to Earnably for sponsoring this episode. We're going to talk more about Earnably a little bit later on. But let's get started, okay? You ready, Ox? Ready to do this thing?
I'm always ready.
What's the facial expression?
Okay.
And where are we
so,
going
from here, let's... Actually, yesterday, I made a post on the Beer Money subreddit basically saying, ask us any questions, and a few people asked questions, and I think this is a good way to talk about what the show is and let people know exactly who we are, what we're doing. And I think let's just start off with a question from Fidgeleon. So the first thing that they said was, since this is the first episode, you two should ask how you got introduced to Beer Money, what your first site and all that. So do you want to go first, Docs?
Sure. I've been doing this for a long time. I started into money making back around 1999, 2000, when companies were paying to put an ad bar on your browser. Companies like All Advantage and Speedia. A couple years after that, I got into paid read emails, made some good money there until that whole industry collapsed around itself. Took a few years off from everything like it, and then I found MTurk, which then led me into through MTurk forum I found Perk. Someone had advertised it, and from Perk I ended up finding Reddit, and that sort of allowed me to find other things and explode into what it has become now.
Wow, I feel like my experience is kind of like that, actually. So I'm probably going to get banned from, like, every site I use for saying this. But I started doing Beer Money in, like, 2011, which is when I was 12 years old. That's why I'm going to get banned, because I'm just admitting right now that I was underage using these things. So I don't even want to say the name of the first site I ever used, because I dislike it so much. But I found this site because I wanted to play Club Penguin. Club Penguin was the shit, okay? So Club Penguin, I wanted to become a member. So I asked my dad, can you buy me this membership? Because I had no money. I was 12 years old. And he's like, no, Club Penguin is stupid. So I found this site, and I'm like, okay, I'm going to make some money online. I'm going to get myself a Club Penguin membership. So that's what I did. And actually, I don't think I ever reached the Club Penguin membership. But it kind of just went from there on, and I kind of just kept doing more things. And of course, eventually I found the Beer Money subreddit. So that's kind of just how I got here now. So Fidgeleon also has a question for you, Ox. Besides Beer Money, what other sources, or do you have any other sources of income, perhaps disability or just remote work or freelancing for a company? And actually, would you mind just talking about how you do, like, because I know for most people, Beer Money is just like a side thing. Like, they'll say, I have a job, but I do Beer Money just to make a little bit more on the side. But for you, it's a different story. Would you mind talking about that as well? I'm really curious about that too.
Right. For me, it's just my income. It is my job, and because of that, I put a lot more into it than others do, which is why I try to help others. Because there's a lot of people that have situations like me that, for whatever reason, have trouble working outside of the house, working, a 9 to 5 job or whatever, and that's why I take so much time each month now to help others, because it doesn't have to feel as desperate as it does. I mean, I've proven that, it takes effort. A lot of people think of beer money as passive, no or little effort, but if you put some effort into it, you can make some really decent money out of it. It's number one for me. I don't do anything besides this at this point.
That's actually amazing. Like, I want to say that a lot of people actually have a goal of being able to do that, where all they do is beer money types of things. And I mean, that's really cool. That's really fun too. All right, so moving on, we have a question from Epic Jimmy 5. Do you consider beer money a big part of your life and as a hobby? I think I'll answer that one right away. Is it a big part of my life? Unfortunately, yes. I mean, for me, it's almost more than a hobby, because it's not like more than a hobby, but it's enough that I decided not to get a job this summer because I'm doing this podcast about beer money. So I think for me, does it take up a big part of my life? Yes. That's for me. How about you, Ox?
Well, yeah, it's a big part of my life, of course.
Obviously.
It's taken on a life of its own in a lot of ways, thanks to, when I started those monthly earnings posts on the subreddit, I never expected it to take the life that it has. I started those not to become Reddit famous or legendary, as you put it, but just to, there was always so much negativity on the sub. You saw posts either trying to get referrals, or you saw posts putting down programs for whatever problems they were having. I started that to show who was paying, and to show that not everything had to be negative, and it's taken on this huge life of its own. So obviously, I spent a lot of time with various programs and MTurk and all that. So yeah, it's a huge part of my life at this point, in my life.
Yeah, obviously, yes. So Cyber Mist also is asking, are you addicted to beer money? Yeah, kind of. I love this stuff. For me, it's not even as much like addicted to doing like the stuff. I'm more of like a researcher, an overanalyzer. I spend more time on the beer money subreddit than on beer money sites themselves. That's just me, though.
I just, I'm not sure I'll call it addiction, because, I would be just as happy to, sleep in during the day. But, besides it being my source of income, I think there's a challenge to it. Can I make more this month than I did last month? Can I find and explore different programs that maybe not a lot of people have heard of that, might become something big?
Actually, sorry to cut you off, but we're actually going to do something like that on today's show and in future shows, where we're going to dig up different like beer money apps or sites, and we're going to like bring them to your eyes before anyone else. That's something that we've been working a lot on. So we'll have one of those later. Sorry, you can keep going now.
Well, that's okay. But I think, in order to do this stuff long term, you almost need to find some sort of fun or challenge in it, because it can be frustrating at times. It can be very challenging at times. And so I think you definitely need to have a goal of why you're doing it, and, in addiction, just to see, where it's going to take you and how much you can earn that month. So yeah, there may be an addiction aspect to it, but yet if I hit Powerball tomorrow, you'll never see me again.
All right. So we have one last question from the subreddit. It's from GoldenEye0242. I see you're in the chat, GoldenEye. How are you doing? Have either of you ever considered developing your own Get Paid to site or other beer money site?
I kicked the idea around about a year ago, just in my head. I never really explored much into it, but I don't know. It just, to do it right, not just throw something together like I think we see a lot of times new owners that do posts on the sub. It takes a lot of work, and you have to have a decent amount of money to start it, to back it up, because people want
so many
payouts.
people just start new ones and they're like, there you go, it's going to be a new site, it's going to be big. Like, no, it's not.
Right. And I mean, there's nothing, it's very hard to find something new that's not already been done by the big guys, so I think it's, I applaud people for trying to find something new in this, but it's not something I plan to explore, at least in my mind at this time.
Okay, I guess I'm kind of like that. I have definitely thought about it, but I always realize the way, like, I have so many ideas for different beer money sites that would be so big, and I don't want to share them because they're my ideas. No one can take those. And I'm just like, I don't have money to start this. I don't have the resources to start this. But I have an idea, and I'm hoping that someday I'll be able to make my own beer money site. I think that would be awesome. Like, that's my current, like, goal, I guess.
I'll join.
You'll join it? Yeah. I mean, if you're watching the stream and you have money, talk to me. I have ideas, and you're gonna love them. So that was our quick little AMA. It didn't really, like, get into, like, all the details of everything, but I think we're gonna end the AMA right there for today. And now we're gonna introduce a new segment to the show. It's called App of the Week. It's App of the Week. If you're new to the show, each week we have a recurring segment called App or Site of the Week, which is where we will find a new app that has never been posted about on the Beer Money subreddit before, and we'll show you what it has to offer, and then we'll give you our thoughts on it, and it's up to you if you feel like it's worth checking out. So we're going to start off. This week's App of the Week is called Hitch. Hitch is an app that lets you basically carpool with other people and drive, and I guess if you're someone who's familiar with Beer Money and the history of it, it's similar to the Ride app. It's similar to Mile Up before it went to shit. It's basically that, kind of. So I'm actually going to pull this up, their website. So it's called Hitch Rewards. Let's actually just start by watching a video about it. I think that the video does a good job explaining it. Traffic stinks, okay? Alright, so I just want to, like, stop right there. Basically, what they're saying is, like, traffic sucks, right? Download Hitch, right? Download Hitch, no more traffic. That's what they're going for. Yeah, tough luck. I don't think that will happen.
Life is a Ferris wheel, life is one to heal. A day we steal one at a time. Oh, there's some place that you wanna go.
Here we are. We're in Gas Woods for every mile. Okay, so the road ends there apparently. Okay. Okay. I can't stand... Okay. Have you ever been to, like, a mall, and then they'd be like, only, like, reserved parking for mall people? You gotta have an account at the mall just to park there. Such BS. I'll be honest. Okay, if I ever see a Hitch sign in front of a car that says you have to be a Hitch person, Yeah, I do not give a shit. I am going to park there. I don't know. I mean, it's cool, but no one is going to ever listen to that. With Hitch Rewards, everyone wins.
Sign me up, pour me a cup of your bittersweet champagne.
There we have it. You can download it on the App Store or Google Play. But let's like talk about this a little bit. First of all, if you just watched this trailer and you said, "I like Hitch, I'm gonna download it," bad news. It's only available in Tennessee. I don't know. I mean, it's cool, whatever. Like, Hitch is only available in Tennessee. Sure. If you're in Tennessee, that's good for you. I'd recommend, if anyone is in Tennessee and downloads this app, send me a message of how it goes, okay? I want to know. But let's just take a look at a little bit more of the fine details. So, where's the money coming from? I think mainly they just said Nissan, but apparently they have a lot of sponsors for this. That's how they fund the rewards. So, it's actually not terrible, okay? Get paid up to 4 cents per mile. Or if you're in Davidson County, you'll get 3 cents per mile. But anywhere in Tennessee where a ride ends, you'll get 1 cent per mile. So, I mean, I have to drive like 300 miles to get to school. In that case, like, that's $3, assuming this goes national at some point. I mean, it seems like it's really small. I don't think it can scale, but I do like it, and I like their goal. Ox, do you have any thoughts on this app?
It's a great goal, but I don't see it ever becoming.
Yeah, I did download the app. It basically says they're unavailable if you're not in Tennessee. But I like that it's trying to get traffic reduced. But it's like, if you're gonna try and reduce traffic, it's gonna take more than an app that pays you a cent per mile to stop. Unfortunately. All right. Well, I guess that's pretty much the app of the week. Yeah. By the way, we are not affiliated with Hitch. We cannot possibly recommend it. We can't recommend anything on here, okay? Think for yourself. Do your own research on everything. Except for one thing that we can advertise, which is Earnably. Earnably is an awesome website. I totally lost. We had a script for this. They sent us a script. I don't know where the script is. But it's not hard to talk good about Earnably. Earnably is an awesome website. If you have ever seen me comment about, like, Engage Me TV, S'mores TV rates, I always say I recommend Earnably, okay? Earnably is probably the best site for completing offers. Like, hands down. I don't think there's any other site that I would use for at least S'mores TV. That's where I go to. So if you have not signed up for Earnably, definitely do that. We actually have our own code, which is earnably.com/TWIB. That's This Week in Beer Money, TWIB, like it. And if you sign up for that, you can enter the code TWIB, and you'll get a 10% bonus for your first week on the site. Earnably, it's such a great site. You can basically just complete any offer, anything. There's S'mores TV, Engage Me TV, like I said, about 3 other video walls. It's great. And then you can cash it out all instantly to PayPal, gift cards, and cryptocurrency. I know cryptocurrency is something that a lot of people are interested in, and they offer it, okay?
Just to point out, KJ, that right now cryptocurrency has been disabled because they're having some problems with it. We don't want to mention anything that can't be gotten right now.
All right. Pardon me. Right now, you can't get cryptocurrency, but they're going to fix it, all right? They're going to have crypto. Got to get those Bitcoins. So, I mean, that's pretty much it on Earnably.
I just
Go for
want
it,
to point
yeah.
out, that the ownership of Earnably is, they're nice people, support's great, and that's not something you always see in even the bigger Get Paid To programs. They care about their members.
That's true. Okay, also, I have been an Earnably user since, like, the first month or two that it existed. Like, if you look at my user ID, 465, I think. I was a 465th user on the site. They probably have hundreds of thousands now at this point. But I still use it. Several years. I love the site. So if you haven't checked out Earnably, definitely check it out. And I don't think you're going to dislike it. You're going to love it. So we still have a lot of show left. We have a lot to talk about. Yeah, we have a lot to talk about. For starters, let's talk about some good deals we have going on. I just put these together, and there's some nice deals that you can get. So the first thing that we're going to take a look at is Samsung Pay Better Mortgage. I'm actually going to pull it up on my phone. If you have a Samsung device, I'm going to pull up Samsung Pay. If you have a Samsung device and you have Samsung Pay, check this out. You're probably going to like it. Samsung Pay, if you go to the promotions tab, there is a promotion called Better Mortgage, which you can get like up to a lot of points, but there is a very easy way to get 12,500 points, which is $50. I haven't done it yet. I'm going to do it later, but you basically are just like signing up to basically just buy a house. That's so sketchy just saying it, but check it out. It's a really soft pull. If you do take a look at this, it says read the terms and conditions. There are about 5 to 10 states you have to be looking for a house in. That's unethical. You should be in one of those 5 to 10 states. Doesn't matter where you live now, I guess. Okay. From start to getting the points, it took about 15 minutes. So yeah. Also, there's a Reddit post. I'm gonna go to that really quick, where someone else mentions this. This post didn't get. Oh no, I'm using the old Reddit, the new Reddit. Fun fact: if you hate the new Reddit, just type old.reddit.com. Okay, so basically, in the promotions, it's an instant $50. Like, I'm gonna do this, and then I'm gonna go to Chipotle. I'm gonna buy 5 bowls. It's gonna pay for it, the whole thing. Okay. So you can lock in the rate for $75, but the issue is that it is even more depth. Okay, it's really simple. There's no like strings attached. It's pretty simple. That's the deal of the day. Ox, do you have this? Have you done this deal? Is Ox there? Ox.
I'm here.
Oh.
I didn't hear what you said.
Oh, do you have a Samsung device? Have you done this?
No, I have not.
I think you have to enter your name, address, and your social security number and info on income. And then you just get approved, and then you get $50. It does a soft credit pull, which means that it doesn't affect your credit. It doesn't even go on credit reports. That's like the difference between a soft pull and a hard pull, if you don't know what that is. I think I'm going to do that later.
That is.
Maybe I'll talk about it next week, if I do it. But I think it's worth the $50. If you have a Samsung device, if you've done it, go for it. All right, we have one more good deal. This is actually an offer. No, I'm gonna go right to Earnably on this one. There is an offer on AdGate Media. It's called Univision. I don't know if I'm gonna find it. I already did the offer. And the offer is basically just download Univision. It's in Spanish, by the way, so make sure you get your Spanish knowledge going. I'm not finding it. It's basically, you can do it on both Android and iOS. If you download the app, you'll get, you have to download the app, sign up, and start a 1-week free trial, which you can cancel. You get about, I think Earnably is paying $4 or something like that to do this on both iOS and Android. So if you do that, start the trial, cancel it right away. If you're not interested in it, you'll get yourself $8. And then, of course, you can cash that out right away. Gotta love Earnably. I love this site. Oh, yeah, they also just added a ton of gift cards recently. I know that for a long time they only had Amazon, PayPal, and crypto. Now they got all these nice things. So that's pretty much it for good deals. That's fun. So now we're going to move to another segment where we just talk about current events. And there is a lot to talk about for this. The first thing we're going to talk about is the GPT scams. Actually, wait, one more thing. Can we stop calling GPT sites? Get paid to sites? Can we call them something else? I don't know what we call them. Maybe... I don't know. Ox, do you have any ideas? What can we call these things? Just for the show.
Instead of GPT, why are we looking for a different term?
I don't know. I just don't like it. GPT. I mean...
I think if we don't call them GPT, I think we're just going to confuse the viewers.
Oh, damn, you're right. I don't know. Some people who actually probably are watching this don't even know what that is. A GPT site is basically a site where you can complete offers. It's kind of like the all-around, like, classic Beermoney site. Sometimes I call it that, actually. Classic offer sites. So, in the last 2 weeks, we have noticed an increase. I'm back at new Reddit. No. Old.reddit. There we go. So, we've noticed a ton of scams pop up. Well, not necessarily a ton of scams popping up, but there's been an issue where a certain Beermoney site came up, and then we said, okay, this isn't safe. It's not a good site. So, Ox, do you want to talk about that issue at all?
I think when you start seeing the scripts being so cheap is when you start seeing scams pop up because it's so easy to just throw something together. Yeah, I saw this back in Pay to Read, and it was one of the downfalls of Pay to Read. You get a Cash Crusader script for Pay to Read for $100. Be up and running once you bought hosting within a day. And everybody who was running, who was involved in Pay to Read, immediately thought they knew the knowledge to run one. And there were people that didn't. They were trying to outright scam. But there was also people that just had no business sense at all. So they quickly got underwater and had no idea how to get out of it. The site ended up being thousands in debt within a few months, and no one was getting paid. So you had not only did you have your scams, but you had your ones that started off with just great intentions that just had no idea how to run it, and ended up being a scam altogether. That's another reason. I mean, I shouldn't say won't, but really check out a new get paid to site. There's nothing new like we said before. Nothing new that could be done at Swagbucks or earnably or Prizable or the big ones are doing already. So and they're basically probably paying out as much as they can afford to pay out anyway. So you're not going to get much higher rates. So just stick with the big, stick with the ones that are there that already have a reputation.
Do you remember like the shift code days? Do you remember those at all?
No, that doesn't ring a bell for me.
Shift code. It was like the script that it was like the shit back in the day. This was like 5 or so years ago. Every new Beermoney site or every GPT site that would come out, it would just be shift code. Every site was like a copy paste. That's kind of what this reminds me of. What's happening on. So yeah, actually, let's take a look at this post. Someone made a post called "Safety Tips." So let's take a look at that. So the first thing you should check. Now this is like the. You need to know this, okay? So first you need to ask, is the website secure? So look for the SSL. Popular web browsers have been defaulting to this. It's possible for a website to have self-sign hosts, let's encrypt, stuff like that. So make sure you're secure, basically. That's what this is saying. This is probably the second one. This is probably like what you need to know for pretty much everything. Do not reuse passwords. This is just so annoying. It's why so many people have to start using like 2FA, two-factor authentication, where you have to like get a text. I mean, that's good to have either way, but just don't reuse passwords, okay? So then the third thing, check the website's who is data. That's kind of like an old one. And we're gonna look at that a little later for another site. Is the website using a pre-made script? Okay, this is the thing that happened. There was a site called, I think, Alpaca Cache or something like that. And do you remember what happened with that?
Yeah. I mean, they posted it on Beermoney Reddit, and there was some suspicions about it, and then I guess someone got in contact with the mods that the site was being run by a 13-year-old who had just tried to sell it on another subreddit just 2 weeks ago. So
I do remember that. He was like selling the site.
Yeah. First of all, 13-year-old. I mean, they can't even legally get into contracts. So I'm not sure what the agreements are with the offer wall companies and the video companies. Most likely, he was violating terms on every one of theirs, because most likely they only allow 18 and above. I could be wrong. I haven't looked at offer walls and how all those work, but usually legally, no one can enter into a contract until they're 18. So right there was a major red flag.
Right. Hey, Daniel, some people in the chat are commenting about Echo. Do you want to look at that? So, yeah, pre-made scripts. I mean, the big advice is just, like, don't try all the new sites that come out. Most of them aren't even worth checking out. So, the next one, does it sound too good to be true? This is, like, the oldest saying. Sometimes, okay, that saying, sometimes it sounds too good to be true. Sometimes I say it's too good to be true, and then I just miss something. Like, the big one for me was phone paycheck. I was like, there's no way this is real. And now I think you're using it, Ox, right? Phone paycheck?
What's that?
The phone paycheck app?
Yes. I've made.
When I saw that, I was like, see? And I was like, there's no way this is real. This is a scam. I just never signed up. And now it's closed and no one else can get in. So, damn, sucks. So then number 6, are they on social media? Most good businesses these days will rely upon social media to help advertise. While it's uncommon for new sites to have hundreds of thousands of likes or followers, I don't think that's really a safety tip to have social media. It's kind of like if something's a scam, maybe it won't have social media just because the person who's scamming is too lazy to, like, make the social media account. Kind of like that. So, let's see the comments. Anything good? Survey Police, yeah, they write, like, they write reviews on different sites. That's one thing. Do you have any other tips to, like, stay safe?
When I sign up for something new that I'm not aware of, I always try to use a different email than anything with my, nothing that can really be, give any information of who I am until I'm sure about that site. Different email. I don't lie about information, but I'll give less than I need to, or less than needed until I'm sure about the site. But other than that, everything else has basically been covered. It's not hard to make up a whole bunch of Gmail addresses just to make sure that, you're not ending up with your main email address as being spammed majorly or whatever.
Okay. I don't know if I've ever done, like, different emails. I feel like that would get confusing unless you're talking... Are you doing, like, the dot trick? Where you put, like, a dot and then it makes it look like a different email?
No, I just have... Actually, every single phone in my phone farm has a different Gmail address.
Wow. Okay. That's a new one. Never heard of that, actually. All right. Well, that's it for staying safe on the internet today. But now, let's play a game. It's called, Is This a Scam? Tell Us. I just came up with that right now. We need to get a little jingle for that. I feel like this could come back a lot. Is this a scam? Tell us. Today, we have a new site that came out less than a month or two ago, We Run Ads 2. Oh, this one, my brain was exploding when I was looking at this site because I don't even know if I want to come to a conclusion on this, okay? We Run Ads 2. I guess they shortened it to RAT. They're looking to get 100,000 users by, I think, June 1st, I think. So that's 5 days, 7 hours, and 2 minutes. So what they're doing is, here, I'll just show you the site, okay? Senator, we run ads. That's the good old Zuck right there. We run ads too, but we do things differently by rewarding you. Ooh, got him. You could see the look on Zuck's face after they got slapped with that one. This is how we do it. Other internet companies profit from running ads. At RAT, we share the revenue with you. You know it's safe because of this dabbing Mona Lisa. Like, anyone looks at this, they're like, yeah, I'm signing up for this shit. All right, so let's just keep going. Let's start earning cash.
I ever dab on air, kill me.
What?
I ever dab on kill me.
I'm sorry. It's what the young people do. Okay. It's dying though. It's okay.
Thanks.
Oh, sorry. Enter your phone number to start. Use the 4-digit code sent to your phone. Enter a FAM code. FAM code is just their fancy word for referral code. To sign up. Once done, a unique FAM code will be generated for you. Share it with your friends and earn $3 for each referral. Blah, blah, blah. So, I did this, okay? And I was like, okay, what's the worst that can happen, okay? I entered my phone number. Am I going to get, like, added to some list of phone numbers? So, I got the phone number on there. So then, a 4-digit code, and then into the FAM code. You have to have a FAM code to register, by the way. But, sadly, we're not going to give you one. We're not going to give you a FAM code. So, if you really want to do this, look it up. So, the Reddit post about this got deleted, which kind of sucks because I want there to be more of a discussion on this because I did a lot of research, okay? So a lot of people went on the Who Is and basically just looked up everything. But let's take a look at this. So if you look at the Who Is, it'll say like the name, it just links to this. Why Pai Ran. Or it's Wei Pei Ran. I don't know how to say it. It's a Chinese name. I probably botched it a lot. So this is the CEO, the co-founder of VideoUp. So if we go back to We Run Ads, we'll see in the bottom corner, just to confirm things, 2018 VideoUp Limited, okay? So it's the same, right? Co-founder of VideoUp, ex-director of partnerships at Top Buzz, ex-reporter of Bloomberg and Routers, views my own. So this is his Twitter page. He has some tweets about this, and I'm not going to show you our conversation, but I did start a conversation with him on Facebook. There's a lot of stuff. He's like, yeah, we're a new app. I used to work for Top Buzz, and I got they have investors in this, and that's how they're raising money to give away $3 per referral. Okay? He sent me a link to the whole investor thing. I didn't really research that part past that. But basically, here we are. This is his Twitter page. And then he also linked me. He's like, yeah, we don't have the app out yet. We're just trying to gain users. And, like, to be honest here, $3 for a referral isn't, like, insane, totally unheard of. But it is something that raises red flags when it's a site that has never been seen before. Like, if Swagbucks, they do this. If Swagbucks said, we're going to give you $20 for a referral, you're going to be like, okay, they're going to do that. I'm not going to doubt them. I mean, I'm probably going to look for fine print because I'm sure it's going to be like, if your referral earns $500 in their first 3 months or something like that. But I did contact him. So he said, oh yeah, so the site isn't up for the app yet. And then he said, here's our other site. It's in Chinese. I have no idea what it says. But it is VideoUp. And then there was another site he sent. That's even more Chinese confusion than this. So yeah, they're based in China, but we run ads too. When the app comes out, it's only going to be for US. So if you're outside the US and you're watching this, if you want to check this app out, it's not going to be available to you, unfortunately. So, I mean, there's not too much left to say, but I did talk to him, and he said, we know of all the other Beermoney apps, so I'm like, is it going to be similar to Perk TV? And then he said, Perk TV focuses too much on advertisements, so I can't confirm whether this app is planning on being passive, which I know a lot of people like, but I think if you are aware of Top Buzz, it's probably going to be pretty similar to Top Buzz. And I mean, I've never really used Top Buzz, but it's like where you can make content and then monetize it. So I think it's going to be kind of like that, where it's going to show you videos, but then if you watch a video and you get an ad with it, maybe you'll get something out of that as well. I mean, they sent me a whole thing. There's just no information about it, but they're trying to get users with their dabbing Mona Lisa. So, how do we conclude this one? I can't in goodwill possibly recommend anyone sign up to this yet, but next week I'm sure we're going to talk about it again.
I mean, right now, there's nothing more to really say about it. I checked it out too. Any site that starts by paying big for referrals usually ends up bad, but I'm not going to say it's, like you said with Phone Paycheck, you thought this can't be good, but it ended up being good. So right now it's a wait and see. It's
a wait and see. But if you like Dab and Mona Lisas, you're going to want to check this site out right now. That's how they get them. Dab and Mona Lisa. All right. I think that's it for Rat today. But next week, maybe it'll be our app of the week. Maybe. I'm sure someone else will post about it before then. We can't do it then. Up next, current events. This post actually went up on the Beermoney subreddit just yesterday, I think. Oh, I keep going to the wrong site. Old.reddit.com. So this site is called Proxy Pics. Have you downloaded that one yet, Ox? Or was it just me?
I have not. I haven't, but a friend of mine, I told her about it, and she has, and she lives down in Atlanta, and so far the only thing she's gotten that's shown up in the app is something that was like 12 miles away from her. So it doesn't sound like they have a lot of business yet, but it sounds like it could be a good idea and potentially lucrative in the future.
I want to get some data points on this, because there's a lot of comments. There's 204 comments. I haven't read through many of them, but I did download the app. I wish I could show my screen. We didn't set that up properly. Just share my phone screen. So the app is beautiful. I mean, it says that they didn't make the app. It actually says it in settings that it was developed by Infenum. Well, obviously, I'm not saying that's like a bad thing, but it's like, cool. That's who made it. I live kind of close to Chicago, in the suburbs, and I have no assignments yet. But I think this app is cool. It's basically an app where you'll take pictures of things IRL, in real life. Sorry. And they call it Proxy Pics is the first of its kind on-demand system for getting the location-specific media you need from wherever you are. It's like the Uber of pictures. Hey guys, full disclosure, I work at this new startup. Yeah, okay. So, Picture Taker, you'll earn $3.25 for each picture that you take. So it's pretty simple. You register with the app and take pictures. I don't know how I feel about it. I mean, I think it's good. You might want to download it, take a look. But I think the big issue that we're going to see is that, like many other apps like this, they're just not going to have the supply. So they're going to lose users because they're going to download the app. They're going to see there's nothing. Maybe they'll keep it for a few days. Maybe some people keep it for a couple weeks. And then they're not going to get anything. And then that's it. But what's nice is that they actually let you sign up either to be a picture taker or a picture requester, I think they called it. So if you're watching this podcast right now and you need someone to take pictures of anything, I mean, you could download this app and someone from that location could take it for you. So I like it. I mean, it's really nice, but there's just nothing for me. All right, so at this point, we're actually getting kind of close to the end of the show. I mean, this week is going to be a significantly shorter episode, just because we don't have, we just don't have a guest. But one last thing in current events. Microsoft Rewards is removing PayPal as a rewards option. Cool. I can't be the only person who didn't know that they even had PayPal. Yeah, see, nobody knew it was an option in the first place. You did?
I did not know.
Didn't?
I didn't. I've never had that option.
Yeah. And then I think like they got rid of Amazon. I don't really know anything about Microsoft Rewards. I stopped using it like a long time ago. Oh yeah, see, it says they're going to get rid of it on already. Why is it just now? Oh, it was posted. Yeah. Is Microsoft Rewards still good? Is that like one that I should have not stopped using?
What's it?
Would you recommend Microsoft Rewards?
I'm sorry. You're cutting out for me. I'm not hearing what you're saying.
Oh, okay. I was just wondering if Microsoft Rewards is, if you recommend it still. Because I remember that Microsoft Rewards kind of, they changed a lot of things.
Still, I mean, I still make $5 to $10 a month off of them. I'm surprised they've lasted this long, considering back when they were Bing rewards, it seemed like everyone besides me used some sort of bot for them. But yeah, I mean, it's not passable. You got to go in and actually do like 50 searches to make to get to the limit each day. But
I do remember that.
5 minutes at the most.
I do remember that bot. Back when Bing Rewards was a thing. And yeah, I used the bot. I'll be honest. It was pretty nice. I felt bad though. I'm like, why am I using a bot for this? But I mean, let's be honest. No one here probably listens, or nobody uses Bing. It's kind of like, I don't know. I never liked Bing.
I still use Chrome, but I mean, it seems like Bing has gotten better in recent years, but Chrome's still my go-to.
Same. Not sure what else there is to talk about. I mean, today's episode was a lot shorter. I don't think we're gonna. What else do we plan on doing?
I don't know. Probably.
I don't know.
Should talk about that offline instead of in front of the viewers.
A savage. Okay. Damn. We were also. Oh yeah, CrowdTap. I didn't add that to our little document for the week. Voice crack. Wow. They tweeted. I remember there's a post about this on Beermoney. So the CrowdTap site is still down this morning for continued maintenance and will be a little while longer. So CrowdTap is probably one of those sites that you'll sign up, and then it's one of those rare sites where you can actually get like, if you're someone who needs like a couple dollars just for something, you could sign up to this, and then within like an hour or so, I'd say, you could get like, you could cash out just like that. It was one of the rare ones, but they recently said that they're going to be remodeling their site. Here's a couple pictures of that. If they'll load. Yeah, launching May 21st, and here we are, it's May 26th, and their site is offline. So it's just totally gone.
It's not usually a good sign.
I mean, I don't think that CrowdTap is like going down for good or something like that. But it's just kind of like, why would you say May 21st and now 5 days later the site's still down? Like, maybe you'd go back to the old version, keep working on the new one. I don't know.
Yeah, it's weird because normally they would just, work on new site offline and
then just push it
they're
online.
ready
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think we were on air for about an hour. I mean, there's nothing left to talk about for this week, including the huge mistakes, which I think were fixed. So I guess that's about it for this week's episode. About an hour long, I think. So we thank everyone for watching. Thanks for tuning in. I want to give a thank you to everyone who subscribed to the channel. Because I know before we even went live today, we had like 8 or 9 subscribers. We had 7 or 8 subscribers. So now we have 11 subscribers. So how do I even see the subscribers? Daniel, can you send me a list of the subscribers? And so thanks everyone just for watching. And just a reminder, next week we'll be back with Michael Shang. That's going to be a great episode. We're going to have a long conversation because I know a lot of people have questions about opt-in coins if you're an Earn Honey user. They're trying to switch everything over to cryptocurrency. So if you're an Earn Honey user, you don't like opt-in coin, or maybe you're interested in it, maybe you like it, we're definitely going to be talking about that next week. But other than that, one last thing. Yes, everyone who watched this stream on Twitch live, you guys can earn beer caps. You guys have been earning beer caps during this episode. I think exclamation beer caps in the chat, or exclamation my caps, or exclamation my beer caps, and then you can check your beer cap balance. And yeah, we're going to be doing a lot of things with beer caps in the future. And I don't see the list of subscribers. I think we have to go to... Oh, you put it at the bottom? What was that? Those are follows. Okay, channel... I don't think that's it. Okay. Thank you, Ryanito, for your subscription. There's the Streamlabs thing that I don't have open right now. She basically has everything. Thank you to Twitch Plays Retros for your Twitch Prime subscription. And Twitch, that's the same one. I need to get a thing for this. Thank you also to GoldenEye0242. Seems good one. I can't. It's okay. Thank you everyone for the subscriptions, and we are now going to be done for the night, and we will fix all the shit that went wrong in this episode. Everything, okay? I promise, almost, okay? Next week is going to be a great show with Michael Shang. Have a good night, everybody, and we will see you next week.